I bought the plant so I wouldn't feel so alone in the new apartment. Sounds silly, I know, but the silence in the empty rooms was heavier than I expected. The plant was small, dark-leaved. The tag read, Zamioculcas zamifolia, resilient and quiet. Perfect. I placed it near the window in the living room. Around 3 in the afternoon, the sun would light up its leaves with a soft, golden glow. It felt peaceful. At first. The first week passed uneventfully. I ate well, slept through the night, and started outlining my novel. The words came easily. Then the dreams began. Not nightmares, just wrong dreams. Endless corridors. Rooms with doors that wouldn't open. Mirrors that didn't reflect. And always a plant in the corner, just like mine. Watching. I started waking up in sweat, heart pounding. The plant looked taller each morning. Its leaves, wider, turned toward me instead of the light. But that was normal, right? Plants follow the sun. I moved it into the hallway just for a few days. The next morning, I found soil scattered across the floor, like the pot had been dragged back. I figured I must have bumped into it during the night, half asleep. But that night I dreamed again. This time the plant was inside my room. Something stirred between the leaves' eyes. Dozens, blinking in sync. I woke to the sound of something scraping across the hallway floor. I ran out of bed. The plant was back in the living room, standing still, but the pot was damp. I began to doubt myself. Had I moved it without realizing? Was I sleepwalking? I started keeping a notebook, recording dream patterns, room layouts, where the plant was, what time I slept. One entry read, "Plant unmoved," but I swear the leaves twitched with no wind. Another, heard something breathing inside the pot. I stopped sleeping, watched. Night 5, the TV turned on by itself. 3:33 a.m. Black screen, volume maxed. The reflection on the screen showed the plant's shadow, larger than it should have been. I decided to throw it away. I carried the pot outside. Heavy, too heavy for its size. I dumped it in the dumpster behind the building, ran back, scrubbed my hands until they burned. The next morning, the apartment smelled like wet dirt. The plant was back, same corner, untouched, soil puddled beneath it, and footprints mine in the dirt leading away from the door. But I never left the bed. I called a friend, asked him to stay the weekend. I didn't tell him why. He laughed when he saw the plant, said I needed sleep. We drank, watched a movie. I felt better, until the second night. I woke to the sound of snapping stems. My friend's makeshift bed in the living room was empty. His phone was on the counter, front door locked from the inside. There were muddy footprints in the hall, leading straight to my room. And there he was, standing, still, facing the plant in the corner, whispering. It showed me were roots too. His skin was burning up, his pupils huge. I shook him. He didn't blink. By morning, he remembered nothing. Just said the air felt heavy in here. Then I noticed something in the bathroom mirror. My face was paler, dark circles. But the worst part was behind me. The plant was in every reflection, even when it wasn't in the room. I cut the leaves, burned the stem in the sink. I slept finally, until I woke with dirt in my mouth, roots sprouting from cracks in the floorboards. The plant had grown back, bigger. I went to a botanist, showed him pictures. He frowned. Looks like a zamioculca, but these markings are strange, almost like fingerprints on the leaves. I handed him one. He pulled his hand back. You should move, burn it, not here. I returned home. The plant touched the ceiling. Its leaves now had eyes. I tried to leave. Every street led me back. Every exit circled in on the building. The neighbors had changed. Quiet. Some had green veins on their wrists. Some had leaves poking out of their sleeves. And I understood. The plant wasn't one. It was a piece of something much older. A root system that had already touched me. Now I write this to hold on to what's left. But my hands are dry. Cracked. Veins. Greening beneath my skin. If you're reading this, never take plants from empty apartments. Some things grow where they shouldn't. And some roots don't let go.